My name's Dale, and I got bees.
Good morning, folks. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Welcome back to another day in my 2020 beekeeping season, where I take you all the way from winter through to the next fall here in my small operation in southeast Louisiana, around all the cows. And remember, this is not a how-to video. This is me documenting my season a day at a time here in the deep south. But if you happen to pick up any tips and tricks, man, that's great. And if you have any tips and tricks for me, leave them in the comments. So here we are, guys. Yeah, I'm out at it's a former dairy farm. Got some beef cattle out here. Every time I come out here, it reminds me of when I was younger. Look at that nutria. When I worked around farms and cows and stuff, doing odd jobs here and there. Got to take a look at these hives. What I've got out here is all my queen splits that I did. I took the queens and brought them out here. A couple swarms and a swarm that I combined with a weak hive. I actually have one hive that's got a super on it. So I'm basically seeing if I'm ready for supers, how far I'm going to be away before I put supers on, and go from there. I'm going to jump in here real quick and take a look, see what I can find. Alright, let's get going. They appear to be growing. Not very big. There's some new comb here, so I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 frames of bees in here. So let's see what they're doing in here. Wow. Oh goodness. Just putting in some brood. Looking good. This is larvae. Plenty of eggs. Yeah, well, that's good to see, because that's a new foundation I had given them. So we drew it out and put honey on the top. And another thing I may do this year, I may very well take some of these singles and put excluders on them and try and see can they move into supers out of there like the guys that run singles do. Not this one, because it's obviously 5 frames, but they're loading up good. And it has only been, 3 weeks since we put her in here, so actually I guess they're on track, because we haven't had a good brood emergence yet. We're getting ready to have one though. All this brood is all sitting at about the same level, except for that one side of that first frame. So they're drawing out comb. They did have nothing but foundation in a couple frames, so yeah, I guess, this is on par. This is on par. Sometimes I gotta stop and tell myself they ain't gonna grow overnight. Take a few weeks. Now this comb that I stuck in here, let's see what they're doing with it. Look at there. They built it out pretty well. She actually put brood in it. I'm gonna trim that bottom off of it. This is the one we laid in here. See what I did there? Just kind of stick it in there. Kind of keep it uniform. So this is going to be one of ours. We might make it into a double during the big flow, and that'll simply be to go into winter like that, and it'll be a good split for next year. Queen looks pretty good, so we could always use her if we need to. I might move this nest over a little bit. Alright, well that's a good hive. There's 5 frames of bees in there. Take that. Alright, so we put some doubles on here just to kind of see, give them space, because I knew we wouldn't be out here for a while. There you go. And this one was a little premature, guys, on putting this double on, but I knew I wasn't going to be out here in a while. But here's what we're doing. when the flow hits, they will draw this out quick. Comb out, scooping stick, my swarm catcher. Good honey in there. Come on, bee. That's a loud cat. There's a queen. Look at her. Boy, that's a long queen, huh? She is something. Look at her back. A little bit of nectar flow we got there. Trying to pull some stuff out. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah. I like what I'm seeing in this one. Yeah, this was full on top. Oh yeah. It's very heavy on top. Yeah. But all the frames are covered pretty good, I think. So might add a super to this one. I brought supers out here because I wanted to get them done so I don't have to come back out for a while. So I got honey across the top of these. And that's my rule of thumb, guys. If I got honey across the top, I'm putting them on without an excluder. If there's a rainbow honey, I'm usually pretty good. That 9-frame box is always drawing. Be happy with that one. Alright, so this is a brand new deep on top. That's a little swarm. Okay, yeah, this is a swarm. So, little old swarm. Not sure which swarm this was. Not sure why I put a deep on it. It's like that first one. You don't put, I mean, if there's a chance they could build up, I'll put a deep since I'll be gone for 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm surprised I put a deep on this one. There's a Supercedures cell. Look at that. There could be our situation. Because remember, when you have a brood break, you're gonna have a loss in bees for a little while. I may not even have a million queens. It's a Supercedure / queenless, I believe. Loaded with pollen. I don't like that. I've had a swarm before because of a pollen-bound hive. Now, if this was a swarm, in fact, here's what I've learned with swarms. I've been told this, and I've seen it. A swarm sometimes, what'll happen is they'll come in with their old queen, they'll get her going, and then they'll supersede her. They use her simply to get going. They don't keep her around. So we gotta leave this one alone to keep an eye on it. I didn't see any eggs in one cell that they did have room in. We'll have to come back and watch them next time. This was a combine I did. I didn't bring y'all out here for this one, I don't believe. And this was a swarm from my place. The diversion didn't ever mate. And I had another swarm that was queen right. So I combined them. It wasn't a super strong hive. Take it down. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a nice new frame they drew out. Look how yellow it is. Brood on the other side. Decent brood pattern. This is the comb I want to see. Really got to be be careful when you have rubber banded comb in. You can really have some issues. Well, they appear to have stuck this all together. This was 2 big pieces of comb. Got one side loaded with larvae, the other side with cat brood. We'll leave this one in here. Oh yeah, look at that side. So we got a bunch of hives. These swarms are all gonna get ready to emerge soon. These swarms are on track. Now this, full of eggs, full of eggs. Getting kind of loud. Oh yeah. An okay amount. These are up here. Break sunlight. Wow. We're drawing this out and filling it up with nectar. Doing good, doing good. Polished area with a rainbow of honey. It's a good classic frame. Oh my gosh, it's full. Full of eggs and larvae. Full. Bet this side is too. She's got a nice pattern. I don't know which hive this was. Wow. Nice pattern. Nice brood pattern. I like that one. This hive here, put a honey super on because it was full of bees. But they're not up here. Oh, no wonder. Look, this is what I'm talking about. I gave an excluder. I didn't pass it yet. Full of honey here. Here's gonna be the test. That thing is slam full. It's going, and it's got queen cups all up and down the bottom. That's why I don't use excluders. Maybe I'm early, I don't know, but that's why I hate them. Let's take a look, see if they're plugging the nest. They're drawn all the way out to the side here. So they're needing some room. There's some very, very late stage eggs in there. They're just starting to turn. So 4 days ago we had a queen. Everything looked normal. And they're gonna get a super without. It's a drawn one. They're just gonna get a regular super without an excluder. But you know what? It's gonna be fine like this. A little foundation up here. Last hive up here at the other location. Alright, they moved into the top on this one. Drawing out some frames. This bird comb. Oh goodness gracious, we just snatched a queen cell apart. They were superseding the queen, guys. And I just snatched it apart. Well, now that's not good. Oh, thank goodness we got another one. So there's the supersedure. Supersedure cell. Wow, need to be careful. Plenty of bees in the bottom. Seeing a bunch of brood though. loaded with larvae. Look at the honey in here. Goodness. I never mess with Supercedures, guys, because that's them doing what they know is supposed to be done. If I decide I'm gonna start cutting and breaking, man, then I'm messing up. Loaded with eggs as well. So she's here 3 days ago. Supercedures about ready to open. Yeah, Supercedures, I don't do anything with those. If I see a Supercedure, I leave it. That's them doing what they know needs to be done. I mean, if you're a person that raises queens and all that, that's fine. Then you can, and I'd say jump on it. If it was me, and I see a Supercedure, I'd leave them alone. Yeah, when they decide to requeen themselves, that's my sign to stay out of their business. You got queens to spare on it? Fine, do what you gotta do, but I ain't doing it. It's loaded with broods. It should be a terrible drop off. Alright, that's it. Hey guys, back in my yard now. Oh my goodness, the tallow's starting to bloom. I went ahead and took care of that yard over there this morning. That was the main goal for this weekend, was to go over there and look at that. I haven't been over there in a couple weeks, and just wanted to see where all the swarms and where all the queen splits were. Saw a couple Supercedures, saw a super that wasn't being filled but the deep was, so it was pretty much on track where it needed to be. Added a super to a hive that was full over there. Checked on a combine that looked good. Everything looked okay. I don't think the growth was as well as I'd like it to be. Obviously there's not a big nectar flow out. There's just a small steady food source going on right now, and so they're not growing fast. Maybe I'm expecting more out of them than I should, but I saw more growth over here. But maybe I've got more going on over here. A lot more fields over there than there are over here. So got to get over here today, and all I got to do over here is check through about 3 or 4 hives, and a couple of them are going to be nothing more than glancing through. I got to look for one queen. I'm a few days early on that, but she's my second to last one I need to check on. Then I got one more next week that should be the last. But I want to show you something. I showed you the privet on the other side on the other video. Here's where we're at now with it. Okay, so again, this is our buildup. If we get honey off this, that's a bonus, but mainly this is kind of like blackberries and blueberries in February. It's something to get them going, and this is something to build them up. So when we do our splits down here, we put our second boxes on. This helps them build up into that second box. If you're already in 2 boxes like we are in some hives, well then this can be an actual can actually be a harvest. And we might see that on a hive or 2, but I don't count on it. I don't worry. But if it is, it's a bonus. I'm happy. Now, tallow. These are the tallows. Now, look at this. This is about the 10th of April or something like that. Tallows are beginning to get their tassels springing out on them. Okay, that's the things that get about that long, and then they'll fall over. When they fall over, that's when they turn yellow. And that's when they go. But these are getting on. These are getting on busy. All right, guys, let me get busy with this and take y'all with me. Okay, guys, I gotta look in this for a queen. I'm a little bit early. Hopefully she is too. This is that one a while back we went through, and there was a dried up dead queen in a cell. Oh wow. The reason this was queenless, it was a split. Throw some smoke across the top. Alright, well they're keeping it open for her. They're covering the frame well. I'm going to go in one deeper. Let me pull y'all up a little bit. Got a lot of bees in here. Eggs, larvae. There's little puddles of royal jelly with larvae in them. That's good. You can tell when they're covering like that. They start covering that frame like that. I don't need to put my eyes on her. So we got a new queen. That's good. This split made a new queen. I'm gonna move you out to the other side. So I'm gonna move a couple frames up top just to seed them up. I guess I don't need all this honey down here. So we'll do this. This frame she could lay in if she needs to, so I'm gonna stick it toward the center. It's got honey on the top. Then this honey frame will go on the outside. Not all the way though. Put it where it was in the other one. Right here. Kind of seed some frames up here. I didn't seed when I first put this on because it was a new queen. I knew it was a queen. So I'm gonna come back and put a new frame in there. But hey, now, praise the Lord, we got a new queen. Crazy how this stuff works. I did this combined without y'all guys. It's one of those things I happened to be out here. And I had a queenless versus a queen right. What happened was number 8 was full of bees, but it was queenless. Number 6 didn't have a ton of bees, but it was queen right. But we got polish cells, got a rainbow of honey, and I got a bunch of larvae and eggs. So it was combined over a week ago. I got a queen laying up in the top, got a bunch of bees in the bottom, and they're drawing that out. So this combined, it went well. What I'm seeing is queen right hives across the board. I got one supercedure going on in this yard. I got one still to check. Everybody else last I seen was queen right, so that's good news. So what we got here is a combine we did. These are the ones we did on one video together. I haven't been in them since we combined them. Oh yeah, there's fresh larvae on the outside of that. I don't know if you can tell. Try a different angle, see, so you got brood and then larvae on the outside. And that's how you should see it when everything I talk about, you should see the center laid like that. Okay, then as they emerge, this will emerge and this will all be capped. You'll see a circle in the middle and you see outside, and she'll just keep doing inside to out. And when I see that, I like that. It's usually a good sign of a good queen. I gotta ask the question what I use to look at these eggs. I use magnifying glass, auto parts store, LED pen light, and I can look at this, just see larvae all in there. But see the actual egg, and there they are. Boom. So we're good. One thing I might do is center this nest a little bit. Alright, this is one of the other combines I did. We did this together, you and I. Haven't been in there since, just like the other one. Just gonna look in the top, see if it's taken. Good polish cells again. I see a couple spots of brood. I got a rainbow of honey. I like these rainbows of honey. When you see that rainbow of honey, my excluders are installed for the year. Those are my queen excluders. I'm telling you, rarely does she come across them. Eggs full of eggs. I do. I like seeing eggs as much as I like seeing the queen. Probably because as soon as I see the eggs, I can put it back together and move on. But it's just, to me, it's fulfilling knowing that she's doing what she's supposed to do. She's here. I'm just looking at this one because I think I saw brood. No, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I saw something down there. She has accepted in this hive. She's come up here and laid eggs. This combine took. Awesome. Alright guys, so that combined brick can stay like that, and we're happy. Tell you what, since we're here, and everybody's talking about it, let's go into 17. D good honey. They're laughing at me about this hive. D-Good honey. Y'all want to see some bees? That man works Africanized bees. That's what he's forced to deal with. If he wants bees, that's what he's forced to deal with. And we have people in the States that work them. Out in Arizona, there's a fella. They're coming now. That's the frame of order from him. That's new bees though. Now that's her new stuff. That's new jeans right there. Well, depending on where she got hooked up with a drone at. Let's see what they do now. That's the question. Yeah, if I didn't have a veil, it would probably be painful, but this is nothing. But there's not as many bees either, so. Remember, we got a remnant for 2 weeks. Yeah. If after I give them some time to get rid of these bees and weed them out, see, they're already calming down. They're not even on me near as much. So I got around me now, and as I walk away, let's see what they do. I'm just gonna walk slow away. I got these hives here. I think everybody's good. I don't have to mess with them. So not terrible. Not terrible. Or maybe I'll ship them to D-Good. He can deal with them. He don't mind. Alright, everybody's looking normal, folks. Alright, folks, well, that's the end of the day. Went over to the dairy farm, knocked out 9 hives, had to zip through them, hadn't been in them in a while. Saw a couple of Supercedures, kind of growing a little slower than they are over here, but that's okay. We still got a month. Seen a lot of broods, so that's good. I'm gonna check my notes, see where I'm at, see why I'm having Supercedures. I think one of them was a queen split off of one of my hives, so she's probably old, and one of them was a swarm. So that happens with swarms. They get established and they supersede their queen. Then I turned around and I went out to my yard real fast, had to check for a queen in number 5. Praise the Lord, we got a queen. Another successful split, and they're building up pretty good, so they'll be all right. I went in and checked number 17. They weren't worse. They weren't the worst they ever been. So, and they left me alone when I got done with them. So I'm happy with that. We'll see how they do when they grow bigger. That could be an issue. Turn around and checked two combines that I did, and they looked good. All the queens are up in the top. That's always a good thing. I glanced at a few other hives, just popping tops and looking at numbers. Didn't pull a bunch of frames. And that was really about all I had to do over here. All right, guys. Well, it was a slow day. It was an easy day. And glad I was able to take you guys along. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope it wasn't too boring. And once again, it's just what I'm doing through my 2020 beekeeping season. But as you notice now, as we finally got all our splits and manipulations done, and our queens are finally coming to, and our numbers are getting where we need to be, and we got our first little nectar flow coming in to build up the rest of the way, we're really not having to go through everything. Matter of fact, the hives are good for the next week or two. The majority of them. Just gotta watch the blooms, and when I smell the privet in the air and I see the love bugs, I'm gonna pop tops and see if there's numbers and throw supers on. I won't even go through them anymore. I basically just super them up. So anyway, that's it for now. Guys, I really appreciate you coming along. I appreciate you guys watching. If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It does help with getting that video out to people that are looking for bee videos to watch. It pops on the recommended pages when they start seeing them and they see like videos. The numbers really matter. And if you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. And look, share the video with friends, family, and anybody just enjoys watching bees. This is Barry's Best Honey. I'm Mike, and I do bees. Y'all have a wonderful weekend, and God bless y'all.